Hi, it's me. Obviously I'm out in the world today. Hopefully the audio on here is okay. I'm going to get a tattoo at this place right here. I'll probably show you better what it looks like in a minute. This is an early birthday present to myself. I'm not going to say what the tattoo is going to be, but it is a movie poster for an Italian movie. I'm super excited. I'm not looking forward to the pain of it. And yeah, I'm gonna go in and see if I can get it done and over with. So I'll be back with the reveal. And then later I'm gonna do a little more of a chit chat style video and talk about why I got this tattoo and the significance of it to me in my life. So bye.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it looks so good.
It's really cool.
Hey, it's me. I'm back. Well, it won't seem like that to you because this is all one video, but it's been a week. So today is my actual birthday. Yeah, very exciting. So I thought I'd do just a different, like I said earlier in a little intro, I thought I'd do something different and get a little more personal and share a bit about myself because I feel like I haven't really done that. So let's first off get the tattoo reveal out of the way. So let's see if I can. It is still healing, so it doesn't look great. I was hoping if I waited a week it would be healed, but you can see there's some redness and then it's also like very flaky. And for those of you who don't know, it is the poster art from Lucio Fulci's movie The Psychic, which is one of the first giallo or Italian slasher films that I watched. I guess the reason why I got it, I have you know, a couple other tattoos which I'm sure you've maybe seen in videos, but I have my little clown poodle in honor of my Clover, who's part poodle and maybe part clown. And then I have a lemon, it's hard to see. Yeah, and then I also have a little portrait of our other dog who passed away last year, Coco, who was my best friend for many years, and you know, I miss her a lot. Tomorrow's would have been her birthday. And then I also have my feet tattooed. Anyways, whatever. So I have a couple tattoos that were sort of in honor of our dogs, and my husband said, where's the tattoo for me? And I said, okay, yeah, you want me to get a tattoo for you? I'll do it. So I saved 2 movie posters that were my 2 ideas. The Dario Argento Inferno movie poster. I'll put a picture of it here. And then Lucio Fulci's The Psychic. And I think I like them both sort of equally in terms of the design. But I don't know if the Inferno one would have come across as well. And actually, now that I have this one, I love it so much, and plus Fulci is my favorite. Like, Dario Argento is really good, but Fulci is just my jam. And especially The Psychic, Jennifer O'Neill plays the lead, and this is the one thing I love about the majority of Fulci's movies is the wardrobe or costume design is like so good. Everything is just stuff that I would wear. So I don't know if that means in my opinion, it's really good. You might think differently. So yeah, I guess I'll just get a little bit into why movies mean so much to me. And to be honest, I think that I wasn't allowed watching a lot of TV and movies when I was a kid, which I think I talked about in an earlier video. But when I moved out on my own, I sort of you know, I found that I really leaned into movies, going to the movies especially, as something to fill my time, because I didn't know a lot of people. I moved to a new city. When I started my first job, I was living in Toronto, and it took me a while to make some friends there, so kind of just watched movies all the time. That's when I sort of really fell in love with movies, and I would go to the theaters to watch anything. I think I was seeing like sometimes 3 movies a week. Also, it's big love of my husband's. I think that's why we got married. And then in December of 2019, I was diagnosed with cancer, and obviously it was kind of the most overwhelming and terrifying time of my life, and my husband's too. I'm sure I don't really like to speak for other people. But, so I went through a lot of appointments initially, trying to sort of decide a course of action. I mean, I guess with I had breast cancer, so they always want to immediately send you for chemo and then sort of figure things out later, but that didn't really sit well with me. So I had surgery first. I had the cancer removed, and then they could see where I was at in terms of the staging, and I was stage 3. So with that information, I sort of went forward, went ahead and did the chemo, which was a really hard decision for me to make. So anyways, I started chemo April of 2020. It was such a bummer. It was also, you know, like at the beginning of lockdowns. Thankfully, I did go for my surgery first, because I had the surgery the end of February and then the beginning of March. Even I remember being in the hospital and just hearing everyone talking about COVID. I'm sure no one sort of knew what was going to happen after that, and it was just the whole fear of having cancer and having to go through cancer treatment and not knowing what that would be like, and then also all this new stuff with COVID. It was like probably one of the most overwhelming times in my life. But chemotherapy wasn't fun, as you probably already know. I feel like it's never been made to look like fun at any point in time. And thank God, the Shudder decided to start airing the last drive-in with Joe Bob. I think it was just shortly after I started chemo. So that actually was the biggest godsend for us in terms of just having something to look forward to every week. It just really made such a hard time easier in our lives. I know my husband really is grateful for it too, and just like having this community of people. I think the fact that it was streamed live on Shudder every Friday night was also so helpful in a time of like when everyone's isolating and quarantining or whatever, lockdowns and everything. So just, you know, and especially with going through cancer treatment, we weren't seeing anybody because at the time they were canceling people's cancer treatment if you had COVID or were around anyone who had COVID or anything like that. They were just canceling people's cancer treatment, and obviously I was terrified of that happening, especially because I didn't want to do the chemo, etc. But you know, if I was gonna do it, I didn't want to have any delays. I just wanted to get it done and over with. So I was very anxious at the idea of having it delayed at all. So thank God for Joe Bob and the last drive-in for giving us something to look forward to, honestly. And it's not even just that. That's when we really started watching these more international films, and Jally especially. Even that just felt like, I think watching European or like more international films and from a different era, for me, it is like a real form of escapism. I don't have an issue with watching newer movies, but I feel like, and they can be a form of escapism too, for sure. There's no doubt about it. But just the beauty of like Italy in the 1970s was just a really good distraction for us in that hard time. You know, honestly, I feel like at first, with having to have surgery, which mutilated my body against my will, like I would never have chosen that, and it was really hard after that to watch slasher movies where people are being attacked and brutally mutilated against their will. It was that was a hard sort of bridge to cross initially, but to be honest, I think people always want to discredit sort of horror movies or slasher movies, but the great thing about it is it sort of puts you in this place where you can see and appreciate that, you know, bad shit happens to people all the time. Life is suffering. Honestly, like, not all of life is suffering, but life is suffering, and it all just comes down to what you make of it. That's why I got a tattoo of Lucio Fulci's Psychic movie poster art. I mean, in addition to movies meaning a lot to me and, you know, and helping me through this hard time, it's just a cool image either way. So I'm more than happy. I'm so happy that I got this tattoo. And I got it done at the Baby Bird tattoo shop in Hamilton. If you're from any, you know, Southern Ontario, I would recommend it. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't know how much I share, but I think that's it for me for this week. I hope y'all have a good weekend, and bye.